Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a video of how I paint an elephant eye. It is the first in this series I call How I Paint Emotion, and I do this using light, shadow and structure. So I hope you enjoy it and I'll see you at the end. I'm using oil paints, so I don't start with details. I start with placement and then direction from the very beginning. It is important to angle the eye downward. In fact, I extend the eye even further down later on in the video. At the start, I block in the shapes around the eye. I keep it soft and loose. I'm just thinking about where the weight sits and how the skin folds naturally. I'm essentially just playing around, nothing too serious at this point, simply exploring. At this stage, I begin to build the upper eyelid. I take my time with this as each layer needs time to dry. I layer the folds one over the other, letting them feel heavy and settled. Nothing too sharp, not yet. I paint the eye almost closed. That's important. The more closed it is, the more introspective and serene the gaze becomes. At this point, I deepen the inside gradually. I darken it conservatively so that it doesn't look flat. I want it to feel like there's actual depth there without losing the detail. As the piece progresses, I work on the wrinkles and follow the natural direction of the skin. I'm not just drawing lines at this stage, but I'm actually thinking about how the skin moves and folds. Everything must lead back toward the eye. This is important. Now I add some light only where the form naturally catches it. I try to keep it subtle to avoid anything too distracting. Here I soften everything again. I blend transitions, remove hard edges, and make sure nothing is too sharp. The color gradation must be correct before adding any further detail. I add the smallest details, the final highlights, and the deepest recesses. Here, sharpness is allowed. The eyelashes are not minimal by any stretch of the imagination, as they might be in an actual elephant. I want to reinforce the depth and serenity of the moment, so I take artistic license and add more than what is naturally there. Throughout the process, I keep the colors muted and balanced to avoid anything too strong that would break the stillness. The emotion is built step by step, from placement to structure to depth to refinement. The result is a quiet, downward gaze that feels gentle, heavy, and reflective. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful in some way, whether you paint or not. And I'll see you in the next one. Please stay tuned in the coming weeks for the full African elephant portrait reveal. Bye-bye.